Hello everyone, I am Defudge3004. Welcome back to Osiris New Dawn. Last time that we were here, we got the shields built and we tested them against the crab monsters and the little snubs, and it knocked them out pretty quick. I gotta be honest with you. I really didn't know they did that when I was doing it. I had looked it up online and saw they did. I knew they protected your base, but I didn't realize that they would kill the enemies or stuff. I wasn't too sure because I never really looked that deep into it. And the time before that, we got these built, and these worked amazing. These are freaking awesome. I love them. I probably like these, even though the cost is a little bit higher, more than these, because these you can put around a place and be fairly safe, and these it's kind of really hard to tell how big they're gonna be, if you know what I mean, because you got to know how far across they are and everything. If you build it, tear it down, you got to have the solar panels and everything else, and these just take the batteries and they don't ever have to have the batteries replaced. So in a way, these ones are better. All of that being said, I think that maybe what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Zur. We're going to build there. We're going to do it the hard way. We're only going to take what we can't get from there. So we don't need any resources as far as metal or anything. I'm going to have to go back to Proteus, get sand, because we only get snow here. Actually, I won't, because we do get sand over there at Zur, so I won't need to worry about that. Water is one of the few things we're going to need. I'm going to leave these Oompas here. We don't need them. We can always come back here if we need stuff. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that far away. We have the beacon set up, so we can always just, come back over here and find our place again, because there's only one beacon here. I know there's another beacon over there, and that's going to make it kind of tricky. But if we could, get a place set up, that would be good too. The only thing that I'm going to say to do is go ahead and how much room do we have? We can put a whole bunch of stuff on the ship. We're going to leave this human waste here. I don't see a need to take it. We'll take this stack of space debris. So we're going to need water over there anyway. So let's just kind of put stuff back like that. We're not taking that. We're not taking that. We're not taking that. We're not going to take most of this stuff that is on us right now because, like I said, we're doing things the hard way. All this food is going to stay here because we're going to have to rebuild. Let me see. We don't have any way to get food over there because none of them give us any food. So taking meat and stuff would be very important. We don't get obsidian there, so let's take 2 stacks of obsidian. Everything else here we can take. I'm not worried about the hydrogen canister or the weapon. Barrels are just going to stay. The only thing that we need is really diamond because we can't get that over there. Let's just leave the sand here. We can get that there. We will take what food we have on us, and I don't think I'm going to take that. We'll have to get the heat thing built as soon as we can because we're going to be taking a lot of damage if we don't, and that's not going to help us out the most. But everything that is in most everything that's in our person right now is not going to be going with us. Potatoes, food, that kind of stuff will. The glass, I'm not going to take. As I said, we're doing things the hard way. So that will stay. We'll take the food. We're going to drop this. I think we can get rocks there. So let's just go ahead and drop these whackers because we won't need them. Drop the soil. Okay, that one's full. And drop the soil. We will need to take this kind of stuff because from the trees and stuff we won't, we're going to be in a bad way if we don't. This stuff will just stay on us and that will stay. If we have that heat sink, I don't think I'm going to take it, but I am thinking about it, but I probably won't. So let's take cinefern, blue blades, fungus, We can't get nickel there either. Let's just take raw nickel. We're not going to take anything that's already been done. Those sword leaves. We'll take the urchin shells, and we will take tree bark. Might as well just go and take a bit of this kind of stuff, because we can't get that there, like I said. Anything we can't get there, we're going to have to take with us. Alright, let's go inside. Let's see what we have inside that we can take, and then we'll just get in our ship and kind of abandon this place in a way. We're still going to come back to, I'm sure, from time to time, but... Alright, nothing in there. Let's go and get our water. Let's go to here. Alright, we're not going to... Well, you know what? Since we don't have anything like this over there, I'm thinking we may want to take all of this because, as I said, we just don't have it. And that's going to be a problem. We can plant the berries once we get that stuff going. We just can't plant the sword leaves. And I thought, okay, there we go. Yes, there's a whole bunch in here. So we're going to take all of this stuff in here since we have no food at all whatsoever. All right. We are completely full here. Let's go put this stuff on the ship, and then we'll come back in. We will harvest our gardens real quick. 137% over capacity. That's... Well, 137% capacity, not 137% over, just 137% capacity. These are going to have to stay here. I am not going to fill these guys up because we have that over there, but I'm going to transfer this stuff in first before I take those out. I'm not going to worry about getting a lot of this other stuff. You know, this... Or, you know, any of the stuff we can get on Proteus until we have to. So let's try to do this. You know, we're just going to put this stuff pretty much in lockers or whatever we can find, chests, whatever we can make as soon as we can get there. That's going to help us out the most. We won't have to worry about these darn sandstorms, I'll tell you that. That's going to kind of be nice. I don't think we have any more of the nickel that we only have here. I think we only have the little bit that is in there. I don't want to take the nickel that's been cooked up. If anything, we can always come back and try to find nickel, because it is here. I have seen it here. Let's just go take a quick check. Alright, all of this we can get there except for the obsidian, but I think we have enough of those 20 pieces. Diamond. We need diamond. Let's go and take all the diamond that we have here. Since we can find it here, no big deal. It's good to take that with us. There's some more nickel. We'll take all of the raw nickel, as I said. Azurnium. I don't remember if there's azurnium there, so we'll just take that. If there is, then we just won't use it and we'll get it from there, 'cause I don't remember. It's been too long since we've been there. Not going to take that. We'll just have to do with the flashlight that we have and just let that be and try to make batteries as soon as we can and try to get stuff going as soon as we can. If we do have to come back, I guess we do, but I would like to see if we can just do it with even maybe a little bit less stuff. Oh yeah, barrels. Let's just put the barrels in this top one. That'll be good enough for me. Okay. So all we have is tree sap, a little bit of food. That's not going to be much of anything to really get too worried about. Because since we won't, the animals there or monsters there don't drop any food, as you know, if you've been watching my series at all. Okay, let's get stuff a little organized. Okay, there's hardly anything on us right now. Let's go and put that in there too. So we have nothing that is going to be able to be an advantage for us. We'll have to make everything. This we can't make until we can get cloth. And to get cloth, we need, you know, the leaves and all that stuff. So again, we're not going to get too worried about that. I don't believe there's anything in here. And if there is, we're just going to leave it because there's no point in taking it. Nothing. Hope I didn't get any platinum or plutonium, I mean. Nothing, nothing. And again, this is stuff that we don't need this. I'm just take that little bit of bark. That's all there is that tiny smidge of bark, and I guess this. Because since, again, no food or way to make the crab crawler thing, the mecha crab, and the plastic can stay, the soil can stay because we can make, or the human waste, we can make all that. And as far as I know, that's everything. So let's get on our ship. Let's travel to Zur. Maybe at Zur, since we never did make the lab on Zur at all, the first time, the second time, first time I guess, maybe we can make it this second time so we can have stuff like this over there. And again, we didn't do anything with this. I just didn't get around to it, and we already know where most of the stuff is. It's fine, it's good, it's a good vehicle. You've seen me do it before. And maybe eventually I'll come back here and we'll drive us around, you know, go check out this planet and stuff like that. But we will see what happens. If we have to go back to Proteus for a few things, we will. As you can see what all is on the ship. I'm not taking anything that I don't have to, because there really is no point in taking extra stuff that we just don't need. So all of this stuff is just the things that we cannot get there, is basically what I'm looking at. Make sure that we have the stuff to build the huts and everything. 48 of 50 should be enough, I hope. It's got to be, or we're just going to have to deal with it. Ooh, hey, they're throwing stuff at us again. Man, that was close. Hokey jamokies. That really was close. Look at that. It's right on the other side up here, man. I bet you it's right up on this ledge. Yes, look at that. Well, we can go and put this away for next time we need it. Not going to take it. Just going to pick it up. And that one was super close. Can't believe that. That was amazing. I don't think I've had them quite that close for quite a while. You go up there, and you go up there, and there is nothing else in here since everything stacks to the top. Oh yeah, let's go do our vegetables, get our garden harvested one last time before we go. Alright, Mr. Garden, or Miss Garden, whatever you are. GFB. This will give us more than enough food. GFB. Okay. Got everything that we can out of there. Well, it's nice having you guys here. Thank you for being here with us, and we'll come back and visit you from time to time, okay? I don't remember there being, okay, good. Ah, yes, rubber. We can get that there. I almost forgot about the darn rubber. That stuff's staying. We don't need it. We can get it later. It's a good thing I looked in there, because I totally forgot all about the rubber. Alright, Oompa buddies and crab crawler thing and Rover, you guys be good. We'll come back to visit. Please write. We'll talk to you later. We gotta go home now. Bye. Alright. Let's go home. To Zur, that is. So noisy. That's the sun over there. Zur's gonna be right over there. So let's go to Zur. Alright, we just got to Zur. Let's go down on the planet and let's see if we can find a nice place to sit up at. I don't want to be anywhere close to where we were, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff, but we can just kind of, you know, find a place somewhere, because I know we were somewhere here, and I'm not going to build out there in that expanse that's right over there. I don't really see a point in that. Yes, it would be hard. It would be challenging. Well, it's not really because there's nothing there, but it would be interesting. Let me put it like that. Let's go and get ourselves going a lot slower so we can really see. And again, like I said, the thing is with Xur is it doesn't really get dark here, and that's always a good thing. Man, it's so glitchy for some reason. All right. Big old lava pools. It's like there's resources beneath us. This should work. I don't know why not. Let's come down here a little ways and see. Ooh, hey, look at that right there. There's a Cerberus right there. Yikes. It's going to make gathering a little bit more challenging, but that's what we want, right? Is a good challenge. And those looks like those Meduzoids or whatever are right over there. That's cool. This is going to be a challenge. I think maybe right in this area is a really good place to start at. All right. We can always land our ship over here somewhere closer if we need to. Let's go to F3. And let's go to structures. And let's go ahead and build a... Oh, shoot. We don't have one on us. Never mind. We got to get stuff out. Then we'll get cracking on this. Okay, where's it at? Almost took out the nickel. Didn't want the nickel out. And again, I'm not going to build right up by the ship. We'll just move the ship down closer to us. And let's do it. Let's do it right here. I think it's going to be a little offset, you know, kind of crooked and stuff, but it'll work just fine. F3 structures, debris hut. Which way is the opening facing? It is right there. Let's face it like that. And let's put that right there. Alright, we have a debris hut. Let's go ahead and give this baby a quick save for a second. Okay. Spawn point done. Now, let's go see about a chest or something. Alright, that would be utility. Let's go do the debris chest first. Let's make a couple of those. I don't think these guys stack. I haven't actually ever tried, so I really don't know. Okay. Have the panel facing us. I'm positive these guys don't stack, although they might. Okay, they don't stack at all. They're not like the other ones. Put down 2 chests. Okay, put them on one side. Over here on this side. Let's go to F3 again. Utility. Let's put down a furnace. That doesn't have to be as fussy about where it's going. Let's put that right... Oops. Put that right like that. Right behind it. Let's go to right here and let's put in a workbench. This is pretty much all that we're going to be able to build at the start. Furniture, nothing. Custom, nothing. Structures, only the debris hut. Crafting, nothing. So yeah, the workbench is the only thing that we're going to be able to build. And I believe that there is rocks here to pick up, but we're going to have to find out for sure. F, build. Excuse me. If there are not rocks here, then we may have to go back and maybe get one of those worn out whackers or something from Aziel But if there are rocks here, then I'm not going to, because we can use rocks as a bashing rocks and, you know, do it that way. Or we can even easier, we can just get bashing rocks from Aziel and start off that way, which would probably be the best idea if we're going to do it the hard way, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, man, you scared me. Thought for sure something was coming for me already. Boy, howdy. I don't see any rocks, so I guess what I'm gonna have to do is figure out the... That must be a Cerberus out there, so the other was probably a Hellhound. Yeah, I'll write down the coordinates of where we are, because we won't have any way to tell, because there's nothing to tell. And I guess there are no rocks here. So let's go back to Aziel, or I'm going to go back to Aziel, pick up some rocks, pick up just a few rocks, 5 maybe, and we'll use them to get started before we can make anything. Because I'm just not seeing any rocks, and normally there'd be at least a few rocks around here. That is probably a Cerberus too, because it's big like that other one. So we're right between two Cerberuses. That doesn't mean they will be here the next time. Just means they are here right now. We have nothing to whack with at all. As you can see in our inventory, it is full of nothing. You know there's nothing on the ship. There are no rocks. I didn't think about rocks not being here. I thought there would be, so... I'm going to write this down, head back to Aziel. I'll be back when I have the rocks, and I will talk to you then. I ended up coming back to Proteus because I was having a heck of a time trying to find Zur, and I just thought it'd be easier to come here, so I came in and landed pretty much where I came in, just dropped straight down. There was no point trying to find anything else. And when I did, let me see. So far I have 6 bashing rocks. That'll work out to at least begin gathering stuff until we can make steel. If I have to get more, I might, like I said, get up to 10 just to have that many more. I landed, and here are these birds. So these are the ones that you can possibly get the eggs from, the Orsec, or whatever in the heck that word is. And of course we can get the tumbled meat if we, you know, come back to get that with anything that we may have to get here. There's some of those big guys. How do you like that? Okay, that should be 8, 9, 10. Here are those gigantic colossus. You remember these guys? Because we kind of faced them, and they did some damage to us. They're really cool looking gigantic beetles. They're pretty much harmless unless you get too close to them. I just think they're really cool. Hey, buddy. How are you? You kind of look like a... Ow! Stag beetle that blows fire. He did not like me being too close to him at all. He was not happy with me. I didn't realize they blew fire like that. Maybe I just didn't get that close to them. That's kind of dangerous there, man. You is a bad boy. Alright, far as I know, I have 10 rocks. Okay, I do. Good. Let's go back to Zur and let's start building. This will be an interesting place to try to build in too. There's not a lot of resources out here at all. Very little water to speak of. I'm sure it's somewhere. This would be very difficult to do. You can, it's just going to be very difficult to do. So yeah, this might be interesting to try sometime. Alright, let's go. Just got back. Hopefully the ship is going to land okay. We'll see. It's kind of... Okay, that's a interesting landing, but it'll work. Didn't know if I was going to find this place again. It was quite difficult to find because we have no way to mark it yet, but luckily I did write down the coordinates. Okay, so we got the bashing rocks from Proteus. That much we know, and you can see that's all that I have on me. The same stuff is on the ship because it was completely full. Let's go and let's make some bashing rocks. We'll make 2 to start. And we'll start getting that stuff on our person. And where are the bashing rocks? Okay. Go to number 2. So we're going to need aluminum and iron and probably magnesium. Luckily, stuff will be a lot easier to find here because of it being, you know, constant light. That does help out a lot. That's one of the best things about this planet, and so we'll start gathering our resources and starting to build up again. So I don't have to keep on clicking, I'm just so used to it. That's iron. You can tell by the red, of course, as I keep saying every time that I come to it. This rock isn't going to last terribly long, but he will probably get us what we need, and all we need is a little bit to make some, hopefully, steel to be able to make pipes and anything just to gather stuff. The swords don't gather very well, so don't bother using those. Alright, let's see. Let me see. Ooh, shoot. Scared me. Again. Should be purple, so this should be magnesium. Yep, it's magnesium. Sweet. Trying to fly around, and the guy came up out of the ground right beneath me. Luckily, he didn't damage the ship that I know of, because I was checking that status bar, and he was okay, so that's good. Alright, this rock is getting a good portion of the way worn down. Not too many hits are going to be left on it. And let's see if we can begin gathering a bunch of resources. Go to the furnace. What can we make? We can't make anything yet because we got to get all this stuff smelted. So we'll make as many as we can. It's going to be a few. I'm going to wait for these to get done. As soon as they do, I'll come back and we'll see what all we can make in here, which is going to help us get stuff done. And hopefully we'll be able to get a few things done. Alright, well, I already have a problem that I didn't think about and wasn't too clear on. I'm going to have to get some plutonium because we can't make steel in here. There is no way to make any steel in here, and for anything that we want to build, we can build the pipes, but to make the conduit benders, we need steel. And so for that, luckily, there looks like there's a little bit of plutonium, a couple of pieces, maybe over here. Well, a couple of nodes is what I meant, but close enough to a couple of pieces. We won't, darn it, we won't need a lot, but we'll need a little bit. And there should be lithium somewhere. Ooh, man. Hey, he's raining fire from the heavens down on us. How do you like that? Well, let's get this gathered. Hopefully we'll be able to make the forge, and then we'll be able to get the steel. Okay, that one wore out. Let's go. We put this one in its place. I got a few pieces from this before it wore out. That wasn't bad. About half the rock or so. Alright, we should have enough to be able to make the forge. We already have the furnace. I was going to say furnace, but then I realized it was the forge. Alright, let's go first. Let's go to F3, utility. For the forge is all we need. Okay, we need titanium and plutonium ingots. So we might as well just go and do that. Now we need to find titanium. And for that, I'm going to need my tool. So otherwise, you end up just wasting a lot of time trying to find stuff and gathering a ton of resources you really don't need. Well, like I said, the Cerberus is not back here again, but that doesn't mean that each time we come in, he won't be. We just have to really watch out very closely. I'm going to go looking for titanium. I'll find it. We'll come back, and we'll at least get the forge set up. Found the titanium. A little farther away than I would have liked, but that's okay. At least I did find some. Things are going to be a little bit harder here, I think, the way that we're doing this. But you know what? That's A-okay. No wire, no circuit boards, none of that pre-made stuff that we get off those satellites. And it's going to be a very interesting playthrough, I think. Things are a little ways away. There's gold right there. We're not going to get that right now until we kind of need it. Ooh, yikes. Okay, there's a guy right there. I would prefer to not wake him up because we don't have any way to really stay away from him. Oh, goody. So Igneopod that way. Got a Cerberus to our left. Well, I guess I'm circling back around this way and see if I can find my way back to the ship. It's all the way across this lava pool. How do you like that? Once I get over there, we'll get that made and we will make the forge. Upon making all this stuff that we have here, like this debris hut, the furnace, the chests, and all that, I noticed that we're about out of the space debris. So 50 pieces is about what you want. We can probably make one more chest. I think they're 10. Maybe. Let's go take a quick look and see under utility. They're 10 pieces, yes. So we can make one more chest and then we're completely out of the space debris. 50 pieces will do it. It's more than enough. This guy sure is dancing, isn't he? I think he's a little messed up too by the looks of it, but that happens. Hopefully next time I can park a little bit better and a little bit flatter, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Titanium is almost done. We'll have 14 pieces. Let's go and take out those 9. No, not V. F3. Let's go to utility and let's see about making the forge. This is going to be the biggest piece of equipment to start off to get things going. We might as well just go and put him over here. And let's do him right about there. That way we can kind of come out right to it. Yeah, I like it straight like that. That way it's in line with everything else. F build. Sweet. So now we have that. Now we can make the steel. And let's just go and do... I don't want to make that much. We're going to do 2 steel. We're going to be short on iron, but there's some really close by, so we won't have to worry about that as much. For the pipe, it looks like it wants to do that here, but this over here is going to be the best thing because it takes a little bit less resources. It only takes, so we can build 2 pipes, which we need, and then with the 2 pipes, we can build a conduit bender, and then we can begin going out and really gathering resources really fast. The chisel's good, it just wears out too fast and it takes way too long, and I want to try to get this stuff going if we can, just so we can keep ourselves cool if at all possible, and hopefully help ourselves out. As soon as this conduit gets done, or these pipes I mean, okay, cool, conduit bender, sweet. That's going to take a few seconds, 30 seconds, and then we will call this an episode. So thank you for joining me here. I am DeFudge3004. This is Osiris New Dawn. We're now on Xur. We're going to do things the hard way. We brought minimal resources, and just so you can see, this is all that we have on our ship. And the space debris was right there. And we brought everything, hopefully, that we need, but not anything that we can get here. That was the whole point. So, that's Proteus. That's a bright spot right there. And I don't know where in the heck Xur is. It's somewhere out there. I'm just not too sure where. Let's get this guy out. And, alright. So, We do have enough bashing rocks, as all you really need is 2 to 4 tops to be able to get to the point where you can make steel, provided that you're near resources like this. And we're going to be doing things the hard way again, so stick around for some more, well, slow learning or slow building and all that kind of stuff, and we'll see if we can get this done as quick as we can and still enjoy our time here, and maybe even build like a big place out of those custom pieces. Try to figure out where we're going to put it, and maybe we can move some of this stuff inside there, or even go get some more and put it in there and kind of have a enclosed place for us to be in to start off. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.